Today, on Beyond, this woman thought she could make everything all right.
I always felt I can help her, I can get her through this, but it wasn't all right.
What caused her daughter to take her own life? This mother is desperate for an answer from Beyond. Plus, she's her father's daughter, and he has some fun with her from the afterlife.
Hello, daughter. Your daddy wants to say hello to you.
Which one?
Today, on Beyond. Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to welcome you all here today, the studio audience, and especially you at home. Thank you very much for tuning in. Is there anyone named Clark here? Last name Clark? Is that your last name? Okay. May I come to you? Did your husband pass over, please?
Yes.
That's what I thought it was. Hold on. Hold on. Is there a daughter here, or is there... Hello, daughter. How are you?
Fine.
Good. Your daddy wants to say hello to you.
Which one?
It's only a half-hour show. Go on. This man that's attached with her, so it would be...
It's
Wait,
my husband.
yes, your husband, not her father, I know.
Not her
But there's a father figure for you as well. You knew this man, though, too,
Yes, I did.
because he knows you. There's a cancerous condition, someone please?
Yes.
Understand that? And that's who he is.
Yes.
A cancerous condition, just as validation for you. There's a long name, but they called him with a short name,
Yes.
okay? Because he, like a nickname, was very short. I know how many, 3 letters or 2 letters, but this is a shorter version of it, okay? I'm not getting it, it's just a shorter, it's a nickname. I gotta leave it at that. I see a pickup truck or an old truck, too, driving this old truck. I don't know who taught you how to drive. You understand?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you get it, that's all. It belongs to you. Now, I understand that. Mr. Clark, so that would be your daddy.
My husband.
Your husband, I'm sorry. Last name of Clark, that's
Yes.
his name.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I hear you. And you came here to speak with him today, okay? Because he said, I left with words not spoken,
He did.
okay? And he wants to come back and say sorry to you. And he said to me to tell you that he hears when you talk to him at night, because you talk to him at night, and he said you even watch his favorite programs on television, which you did not watch when he was alive, but you started watching some of them after he passed over.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you? Yes. It's okay. It's just what he's noticing. He's observing you. He's with you. And he never wants you to be alone. He never wants you to be alone. And he's promised me you won't be alone, okay? Because at home you took care of him.
Yes, I did.
And he's telling me about you making food for him like you would never make before. You know that. Most you went out of your way to cook and make his favorite things for him. I want to tell you he appreciates you feeding him. And there's soups. He showed me soups here, too. He loves the soups you fed him, okay? And I'm also reading the newspaper to this man, or something about having the newspaper and having the TV set up perfectly for him and sitting there watching TV with him, okay? That's exactly what he's talking about, okay? Your mother's also passed over, please?
Yes.
Because she's the one who's talking about the buttons, okay? And she's talking about you playing with the buttons as a little girl. She had a tin of buttons and took you playing with the buttons with your mother. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Knew you would. I know what I'm hearing. Okay. You, darling. Yes. This man who's with you is telling me you have your foot in your mouth half the time. You say exactly what you think. And I don't know if you flew a lot, on planes a lot, or if you had to go fly, or there was a job that took you flying.
It was a job.
What is this about flying?
Since I found my mother, I've had the opportunity to fly quite a bit.
Okay, hold on. Did you not know each other for a long time?
Oh,
Were you adopted? You weren't adopted, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
why I asked you about two fathers.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
That's
know
it.
if my real father is here or gone.
This is your real mom, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Spirit
Can't
helped.
you tell?
Spirit helped guide you guys together.
I know.
You know that. Spirit helped.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. Spirit helped bring you two together. Mother, yeah. Your whole family helped you, both, because it was a yearning for many, many years.
Yes.
Many, many years. Okay, I'm going to leave with those memories and that gentle love from Spirit. God bless you. I don't know who taught you how to drive.
Sandy, your father came in. James said he taught you how to drive a pickup truck. Is that true?
Yes, it is. I grew up in San Francisco, and parallel parking is very difficult there, and I couldn't have done it without him.
You even watch his favorite programs on television, which you did not watch when he was alive.
Yes, it's kind of like being with him. It's very special.
You wouldn't watch him before?
Well, some I did, but more so now, I think, because it's nice to be. No, it's stuff that he watched.
I want to tell you, he appreciates you feeding him.
Well, he wasn't one to give me compliments about cooking, but I went to cookbooks and learned a lot about special dishes and such, and he really appreciated that, and he liked the idea.
He hears when you talk to him at night.
We spent a lot of hours talking. Once the kids had grown and things like that, we spent many hours talking, and we did a lot of things together, but talking was really important because we spoke to each other. We bared our hearts and such a lot.
Spirit helped guide you guys together.
Can you tell us what that means?
I was adopted, and when I turned 46, I decided there was nothing more important than trying to find my mom. I had always known I was adopted, and I found her in 3.5 weeks. Myself, I did it. And we've known each other 7 years now.
Yes.
It's been very special. It was the place that when you're adopted, you don't know how you fit in, who you look like. And then when I found my mother, that place became full. And it was a very, very beautiful experience.
Still to come, a mother needs to hear the real reason her daughter committed suicide. Will James give her what she needs? Next on Beyond.
Last year, our next guest, 21-year-old daughter, killed herself because she thought she was pregnant and didn't want to be a burden to her mother. I have to stress the piece you're about to see was taped before the show. No one in the studio, including James, has seen it. Here is Mary's story. My daughter Samantha died 4 years ago, completed suicide, and her friends and her boyfriend, after her death, told me that she thought that she might have been pregnant again with the father of her by the father of her baby, and that she may have thought that this was too much both for her to cope with and for my husband and I, her parents. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I do know that she didn't share that with me and that she was not pregnant, the autopsy showed. In fact, she had lost a lot of weight. She did do a pregnancy test before this and it came up positive. Why, I just will never know. I always felt I can help her, I can get her through this, and I can make everything all right. And, you know, but it wasn't all right when I saw her with her poor brains on the floor. If James is able to contact Samantha today, I do hope she will tell me that the reason maybe that she died and that she's feeling okay and knows that I love her still and always will do.
Hi, Mary. I'm James.
Hello,
it's
James.
Nice to meet you, Mary.
Good to meet
Thank
you.
you for coming here and being a part of this, and I hope I can help you. I know your daughter passed over and committed suicide. Yes.
Yes, she did.
Okay, so I will try and see if she's around, if she's available and she wants to communicate. If not, I will just bring you whatever I can bring you through, if anything comes through, because I never can guarantee it.
I'm very receptive.
Okay, all
Thank
right.
you.
Okay. Well, there's a man standing right behind you, and I feel it's very interesting because when I have this man standing here behind you, I feel as if it was someone you might have known in the past, and I feel it could have either been a boyfriend or who's passed over, for a while ago.
Oh,
Very strong.
I don't recollect any of my ex-boyfriends
Okay.
having died.
Okay. There's a male figure here. Is your father also passed over, please?
Yes.
Okay. This man stands here, but your father comes into the side of him, so it must be connected with him and this man who are very close here.
I wonder if it's my grandfather.
Nope.
No?
Nope. No, he's not the grandfather, but he's a man here who knows of your father or is around your dad. Hold on. And mother, I'm being told about also. Is
Yes.
your mother still passed over also, please?
She has, yes.
Because she's coming on the other side of you. Sam. They have Sam. They have Sam. Sam.
They do?
Sam is your daughter?
Yes.
Sam. Did you call her Sam?
Yes, I did.
Not Samantha, because they're
No.
saying Sam. We
Only
have
when
Sam.
I was cross with her, I called her Samantha.
Okay. That's the way they put it. We have Sam here.
Oh, good.
And your mother is showing her to me, okay?
Yes.
And there's also another woman with your mother who's coming in as well. And I'm not sure it's a sister of your mother's who's there as well in spirit, but she wants to give love to you here. There's also another lady connected with your mother next to her. So it's a sister with her, the sister. Do you understand that?
I see. She didn't have any sisters.
Well, who's a
That's
sister, sister-in-law? There's a
Could
connection
be
there.
sister-in-law, yes.
They've all come to give you hellos and to welcome you here. And Sam, go on. Very emotional. I need to ask you, are there two men in Sam's life growing up, two significant, I'm talking about father figures or,
Yes.
okay. Because she's referring to two, like very significant people who, male figures, who were present in raising her, and this is what she's
That's
referring
correct.
to, okay?
Right.
She's also telling me that things were very turbulent when she was a younger person,
Yes.
younger, kid, child, and things were very, very turbulent around the house.
That's right.
And things were really not grounded. Things weren't, centered, all over the place. I think that your relationship was not good either with the person you were involved in.
Correct.
Because there was horrendous things going on there, and she gets caught in the middle of it all.
Yes.
All right? So we understand that she's taken her own life, but we have to understand why, in some reasons, where it comes from, yeah?
Yes.
And where it stems from. Because it starts very young. It also stems, she gives me a sense of not being her real person, her own person, and she never had a real sense of herself as far as her own identity.
Right.
And I feel that she really was lacking in love very strongly, okay? I understand that. Is there another child that you have, though? She was your only child?
No, I have another daughter.
Okay. I don't know if it's from a
She's
different
older.
marriage or it's the same marriage?
Same, yes.
Okay. She keeps on saying to me, I hope I didn't, hold on. She had a very hard time when she first passes over because she felt that what she did was wrong. She knew it right away. And she said how it affected everyone else.
Yes.
Did you want to bring something of hers with you? Or
I
bring her
did.
something?
I did.
What did you bring with her? Bring her something? Her dress? Oh,
I'm wearing her dress.
oh okay. She said you insisted on doing that.
Yes.
She was watching. She was watching you do it, and she loves that you had the courage to do that. So funny. Peaceful. She's funny. She said, I'm finding my peace here. She wants you to forgive her. She wants you to forgive
I
her.
do.
And she said, she wants you to forgive her, and the rest of them, please forgive me, forgive me. I don't know if there were two children that she was going to have. One, and then,
Yes.
yeah. I also tell you she's a grandmother over there with her. So there's a grandmother with her, okay, who's been helping her out a
Good.
lot. Helping her out a lot. And she said, you asked if grandma was with her.
Yes, I did.
The answer is yes, she said. Okay? And she wanted to go back to England. Yeah, she wanted to go
She
back
did.
there. She said, I always wanted to go back there, and I couldn't do it. She couldn't do it, but she always wanted to. And I also feel like she had either a pen pal there or correspondence with people back there,
Yes.
like friends, all right?
Yes.
And she wishes, I understand that. Before she died, she said her one wish was to go back to England. She considered that her home.
Yes, she did.
You know,
she
she
asked
did.
me if I would take her back.
Did she ingest something, by the way?
Not as far as I know.
Who? Okay. Before she kills herself, there's
Yes.
something she ingests. Not sure, it's alcohol?
Beer.
Okay. Because when she does this, I feel out of it. Her head is like, she's so out of it before she does this, okay?
Right.
And she wasn't in the right head when she did this, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
I feel there was a girlfriend she was talking to me about who knew about this.
Yes.
And she mentioned about her girlfriend who knew about it, or she mentioned it to her, and there was either Was she living with a man, by the way, or going to live with a guy?
No, she had just moved out of her boyfriend's
Okay.
house.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to go in a box, and it's a white box I'm being shown. It's like a cardboard box, and
Yeah.
I see that some of her jewelry and other belongings are in this box,
Yes.
okay? I want you to find in the bottom of that box is some kind of a charm. And she's talking to me about charm, and there's a message in there. I'm not sure what this charm is. There's a hope or something on it, but it's in a box, like a white type of shoebox
Right.
thing. Can you place that, this box?
She has several boxes in her memory box, but I haven't gone
Okay,
through all
so
of
would
them
we
yet.
just do that, because he's talking about this charm being there, okay?
Yes.
Your father wants to send his love to you very much, very, very much.
Oh, thank
Your
you.
daddy, your
Yes.
daddy. He said, make no mistake about it, I'm here. And he
I
said,
bet.
make no mistake about it, I'm here. And he's very strong when he comes in. And he's like, I am here, and she's with me, okay?
He was a military person.
Okay, well, he's very strong when he comes through. It's like, shh, regimented, all right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So would you please know that she's okay, and that she's
Thank
with
you.
him, and she's very sorry for what she did,
Yes.
but your prayers have helped her. They have
Oh,
helped
good.
her. And please don't take this along with you. Let her know, please know that she's all right.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you so very much.
You're very, very welcome, sweetheart.
Thank
You're very
you.
welcome. Okay. You're very welcome, Mary. God bless.
That was wonderful. But she's been trying to get through to me somehow or other.
What did Mary do to attract her daughter's spirit? The answer will surprise you. Next on Beyond. Mary came to the show today hoping to find out the real reason for her daughter Samantha's suicide.
She gives me a sense of not being her real person, her own person.
Has Mary found relief in her reading with James? And can she now forgive herself and understand there was nothing she could do to prevent her daughter's death?
We have Sam here.
Mary, James seemed to connect with your daughter right away. Were you surprised at how fast he was there with her?
I was, and yet I wasn't. I had the feeling before I came that she's been trying to get through to me somehow or other.
Why is that?
Various signs at home, writing on washing and messages, just saying hi.
She's also telling me that things were very turbulent when she was a younger person.
My first marriage was very turbulent, and she was only very little at the time when she saw a lot of the activity.
Did you want to bring something of hers with you?
Yes, her dress,
Yeah.
which I'm wearing.
Did you think by wearing this dress today she might come in stronger, perhaps?
Yes, I did hope so, yes. And she had some of her happiest times wearing this dress.
I want you to go in a box, and it's a white box I'm being shown.
I have a particular box with all her mementos and keepsakes in there, including some clothing, some other clothing and so forth. There's some of her jewelry I haven't looked through yet, but I will go home and have a look.
You have to tell us what you find.
I will, definitely.
So you leave here today after this reading feeling what?
Very relieved. It was not a premeditated completion of suicide. Therefore, it was not something that I could have or should have stopped or known that I could stop.
She wasn't in her right head when she did this.
When any parent survives a child's suicide, one always thinks that one should have been able to do something about it. But James explained to me that this was a purely passionate thing that she did.
A death was passionate. It was passionate.
And did not intend, really, to perform the whole thing, just in anger.
If you'd like to be part of the Beyond Show audience and have a chance for a reading with James, call our toll-free number, 1-866-88-JAMES, or go to our website at thebeyondshow.com.
You know, just because you don't see something does not mean it doesn't exist. We have cell phones, we have televisions, you're watching this, but you don't see the signals, do you, that go in the air? The same thing with thoughts. Thoughts are very real. Keep happy thoughts of love. The world will be a better place. We'll see you next time as we go beyond. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you. Okay, there's a lady coming between you, which is your mother. She's showing me a nursing cap, and she showed me nursing very strongly, and this was a desire her whole life was to be a nurse and to take care of other people, okay? She's also talking me about separation from her family, which she did not like, okay? Because I feel when she was younger in her life, she had to either get away from her family or separate. I know it was through marriage, but there was a reason why she had to separate a little bit from her family, okay? I'm telling, there's also, go on, she's talking about a son or a man also, and I want to come here because there's a man that passes over younger than he should be when he passes in spirit, okay? Are you aware of this?